Welcome back to FPL Spad, your best place to find FPL content for the 23-24 season. My name is Spad. Today, you're joining me for my transfer watch list for Gameweek 27. It's been a week's break. There's been FA Cup being played. So we know a lot of the fixtures that are coming up in game weeks ahead, which blank game weeks we've got coming up, and potential double game weeks in the future. But for now, we've got basically everyone playing this game week, and we need to go through our transfers. If you like my content, please like and subscribe to my channel for future FPL content. But now let's get on with this transfer watches for Game Week 27. And if you're new around here, this is how it works. We look at 30 most transferred in players for this game week, and we put them in 6 categories of must buys, great transfers, good transfers, transfers are optional and lucrative, transfers are gambles, and transfers we certainly need to avoid for the coming game week ahead. Now let's start at the very bottom, and we have Richarlison. He's been injured. News came out yesterday and this morning. So if you already have him, you should be looking to be taking him out. He's going to be out for at least 2 to 3 weeks. So in my opinion, if you already have him and you bought him in early on, just cash in your profits and get him out of your team. Next up, we have Munoz. And I think he is an optional, especially if you're using a wild card and you want to buy a cheap third striker. 4.5 million is one of the lowest strikers you can buy, and someone who's starting nearly every game could be a very good backup option for a third striker if you're playing with a shit third striker. Respect to him, but like compared to everyone else, you know. So for that option, he's an optional player to bring in. Next up, we have Doughty. Now I think he is an optional as well because Luton are picking up injuries and conceding a lot of goals. Even though they've got a double game week coming up, I'm not that confident about it at the moment, especially after we saw the last game double week, and his form has dipped a bit. They have got injuries as well, so and I don't see them keeping clean sheets in these games. So for me, I think he's an optional, not 100% you need to bring in. Next up, we have Neto. Got a double game week. If you're playing a wild card, could be a great player to bring in. They are quite solid in the back, so for that reason, a good transfer. Not someone I'll be rushing to bring into my team. Personally, I don't think there's any rush to bring it like keeper in right now, unless your keeper's not starting at all. The one you have currently in your team. Next up, we have Leon Bailey. Now he started the last game, got quite a lot of points. I think he's between optional and good transfer, depending on the fixtures we got. All probably comes down to really for free hitting in game week 29, or if you're just trying to navigate through it. So personally, I think he's a good transfer. As they don't have a blank game week in 29. Let me just confirm that again one more time. Something got on my memory. But yeah, they'll be playing. So for that reason, good transfer. Next up, we have Odegaard. Now for me, I think he's an optional player to bring in. I don't think he's going to be scoring that many points on a consistent basis, and you need the same price as only a bit cheaper than Saka, so I'll prefer Saka over him. And if you go for a cheap option, then Martinelli will be the more one to go with, but he can get you good points in like every other like 3 games, I say. But Sheffield United is a good game to bring him in, but I don't think he's blanking game week 29 as well. It's not one of the players I'll be looking to bring in this game week. Personally, I will stay away. Now Tony has got Chelsea at home. Brentford have been picking up a lot of injuries recently. They've both their starting centre backs are now out. Pinnock and Ben Mee. Ben Mee's out for the season. Pinnock might be back in a few weeks. Not very sure. And Burma might be back in game week 30. Still a long way away for him to be back. He has scoring quite a lot of points, but not like he has like calmed down a bit. I think he didn't score in the last game, did he? Against West Ham, Tony.
No, he didn't. I don't think he got anything.
So they probably do need to bounce back. It is a home game, but right now, I'll put him in optional, not a striker that I'll be looking to rush to bring into my team when you have other options that you would want. Then we have Trippier. Now with Trippier, he's been on and off this season, so he's producing some good returns with attacking returns. Sometimes get some clean sheets. Sometimes like hasn't been in a while, but Wolves at home is a game you would think he puts in a performance. They do need to climb back up the table if they have any chance of getting any type of European football for next season. And of course, like they have to get results because otherwise Eddie Howe's job will be in question, you know. So I've already got at the moment. I still have him in my team. He's still playing. So wait, do I have him in my team or did I take 2P out? I don't know. I think I still got 2P in my team. No. I'm gonna put him in a gamble position. I don't think he's someone. It's not even optional because 6.9 million should be an optional defender. Really, not a good transfer. I think it's a gambling transfer really at 6.9. Then we have Pickford. I'll avoid him. I just don't think they'll be keeping many clean sheets in the games. West Ham's not going to be an easy game. It's a home game anyway, but I don't see him keeping any more clean sheets coming up in the future game weeks. Same as Breathwaite, put him as a gamble. Maybe he could get you some attacking returns as corner like he did last week, but it's not something that you expect every game week to come, you know? So if you want a cheap, like if you're playing a wild card, then he's a perfect player to bring in really at 4.2 million. Him and someone else with him like could rotate. But yeah. Next up you have Keller. Now he could be a good transfer or optional. Really, if you're playing a wild card as a backup striker for the second choice, 3.7 million is an absolute bargain for a Liverpool player, but you take up one of the Liverpool players' slots. So that's the position you have to make. But we don't know how long Alisson's out for. But as a backup keeper to keep on your team, if you're playing a wild card, 3.7 million, make like frees up some funds for you to do it other places. Same as Bradley. Next one, with Trent out, we don't know exactly for how long. I think he's an optional lucrative player to bring in as well. Like, especially if you're playing a wild card this week and you're just trying to build a solid team that you can have on the rotate on the bench as well. 4.1 million bargain, really great defensive solid. Is blank in game week 29. So if you're playing a free hit, then you can have him in your team. But if you're not playing a free hit, then not maybe a great transfer. Next up, we have Gross. Now, I think recently he has been putting great performances, and I have to get rid of my personal bias of him from before. So I have to put him on a good transfer list now. He has been producing points on a regular basis, and with some of your attacking players missing for Brighton, like Matoma's out now as well, Gross will probably play more attacking role. So, yeah, after getting rid of my personal bias, I probably put him at the top of the good transfer list, really. Yeah, and I'm going to put Neto down on the bottom of it. But let me put Bradley there, Keller there, Tony over there, yep. Muniz at the bottom. Yep. That's the order so far. But next up, Dunk. Now I think he's an optional as well, not someone who I'd be looking to bring in. But where would I put him? I think I'll put him below Doherty. I know that recently he has got some attacking returns, but I don't expect that to continue in the long run. Next up, we have Saliba. I think it's a good transfer to bring in, even 5.7 million. He's a defender that will consistently 1 out of 2 games get you a clean sheet, and maybe 1 in 4 games get you a attacking return as well. So a good transfer, really a solid pick personally has become, as if also keep their clean, like they're continuing the form that they have. Next up, you have Van Dijk. Now I think he's a gamble because that's 6.4 million. With so many players getting injured for Liverpool as well, I don't expect Liverpool to be keeping clean sheets really, because they'll be left open in the midfield quite a few times in this coming game week. So personally, they've got Man City coming up in game week 28 and then a blank week game week 29. So I'm not a player that I'll be looking to bring into my team for those games. So gamble. I know he has scored some attacking returns in the Premier League and then the kind of Carabao Cup final, but still, I think it's a gamble transfer to bring in. Next up, we have Palmer. Now I think he's a good transfer, but they got Brentford away, which the injuries have been picked up by Brentford. he could be easily getting attacking returns in the coming game week. So I'll put him above Bailey. They have got Man City coming up as well soon. Not other games, but I mean, they're playing Man City already. But they have got other games. What's up?
No, just a picture of Dan.
Oh, okay, Dan.
From being ball boy and playing for your
It's crazy. How long would that
That's crazy.
No, look, Luis Diaz. Is that Canate?
Next up, we have
Canate.
Haaland.
Crazy, right?
I think he's a
Firmino.
must-buy.
So,
Man United at home, if you don't already have him.
Is at least 2-3
14.5 million. Like his price went up today again. So if you don't have him already, his price will keep going up to a point where you're not going to be able to afford him.
Dan's
Dan's
in. Put Dan's in.
Oh, Dan's not yet. He's going to play. He could. You never know. But Nunes is back. But Haaland, I think it must buy if you like. Don't know what you're waiting for. I think he's a player that you have to even if you had to do a -4 in the previous game weeks, you just had to do it because of the price change. Personally, so you should already have him. Like, I know there's some people that don't. Let's see like how many people own him. What do you think it is, Emmett, now?
Who?
Haaland.
What was it before last week?
60 something.
I go 70, 78.
76 now. He'll probably want more than 60, but he's 76 now. So he's still 14% of his previous score what he was. So his price will keep going up. So yeah, must buy, has been a must buy for a long, long time. Next up we have Diaz. Now with Salah still out, Jota out, Nunes don't know if he's fully fit. He's probably one of the starting players for Liverpool. Got rested in the FA Cup, didn't play. So I think this is a good transfer, really, man. Yeah, I'm going to put him below Palmer. I know he's blanking Gameweek 29, but if you're playing a free hit, could be one of the players that you could have on the bench because you shouldn't be having that many Liverpool players in the first place. If you're looking to be not playing a free hit in Gameweek 29. Next up, we have Morrison. I say we avoid him because I think Luton are going to go to a bad patch now, personally. Yeah, it's not going to be good because I think with the injuries they're picking up and the intensity they're playing these games out are going to catch up, especially with the double game week coming as well. So, yeah, you could be looking at the double game weeks thinking, yep, he can make a lot of points in those game weeks by just playing. But, yeah, I think that's an avoid, personally, not this game week. Next up, you have Foden. Now, Foden, I think, is a good transfer. It's not a great transfer because I just think minutes-wise, this might be a problem. I know Grealish is out, so that's one player gone. But you still have Doku there. You still have Bernardo Silva there. De Bruyne, Kovacic, Rodri. So, and Julian Alvarez as well, which was the first time last weekend that he didn't play start. That was the first game they didn't start the whole season. So that is big, really. So we just don't know about De Bruyne's fitness. We know he played the FA Cup, got the 4 assists, and Haaland got the 5 goals. I think he is a good transfer, and I'm going to put him below Diaz because I just think Diaz is more minutes nailed on compared to Foden. And then we have Sensei. I think Sensei is a good transfer. I'm going to put him above Neto because reason being they got double game week coming up in game week 28. Not blanking in game week 29, I'm pretty sure. Oh, they are blanking in game week 29, so my bad. But still. But yeah, I think double game week has been putting solid performances in each game. Bournemouth's defense is not really that bad. They went and lost only 1-0 to Man City, you know, which shows you how good they are to keeping Haaland only out down to 1 goal. We affected a lot of us because a lot of us had Haaland as captain. Next game week we have Gabriel. Now, I think Gabriel might be a great transfer to bring in this game week. With Sheffield, how poor they are, I can see Gabriel getting some goals from corners. So if you're looking to make a defensive transfer this game week, I think Gabriel might be your man. His price went up this I think, yesterday to 5.3. Still relatively reasonably priced for centre back who can get you attacking returns in set pieces. So for that reason, I have to put him on the great transfer list. Yeah, I have to put Saliba a bit higher than that. And then we have Bowen. Now Bowen, I think, is a gamble, but I think it's the least of the gambles. Reason being, I know he got a hat-trick last game week, but before that he went about 8 game weeks without getting any goal or an assist. He had a niggle he's working with. Everton away is not going to be an easy game. What happened? Everton is not going to be an easy game. I think they might struggle, but he could be one of the players I might have to bring in because I have Richarlison in my team and I have to take him out. So he is one of the contenders to replacing Richarlison, especially because he's cheap at 7.7. So it is me taking a gamble basically. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to be doing. हाँ हाँ गर्म ही है अभी बहुत ना गर्म हो गया था मैं वीडियो कर रहा हूँ वो तो आ रही है yeah thank you. Next up you have Watkins. I think he is a great transfer to bring in. Not must have for this game week. Slight chance he might not, but his price is 8.9. Not that expensive compared to what he thought he'd be. His price did drop for a bit and then start going back up again because some people died in for a couple of game weeks. So I think he is a great transfer to bring in. Next up, we have Saka. I think he is a great transfer to bring in as well. Even potentially a captain option for this game week. And I think I didn't have him for a while and it cost me big time. I took him out for De Bruyne and it cost me, brought him back in. He made points straight away and shuffled away with one of the worst defenses in the Premier League so far. He could be the man that you need to have in your team and as a captain option. So, and if Arsenal want a challenge for the league, I think the main man at Arsenal is Saka. So for that reason, I'm going to move him up to a must-buy as well, alongside Haaland. Yeah, I think he deserves it. He's proven that. How many goals he's got now? 14 goals now? How many goals has he got so far? 15 goals and 8 assists. So that is a great return, you know. And he needs to be getting on to the 20+ mark for this season to prove that he's improving, you know. And I think he'll be doing that very soon. And this could be one of the game weeks that he do it, especially against Sheffield United away, who have the worst defense in the Premier League so far. So, yeah. Next up, we have Dr. Luiz. Now, I'm going to put him in a good transfer list because I'm going to put him ahead of Bailey. Reason being his minutes are more nailed on. More likely to take penalties. Takes penalties for Villa as well. Main guy. Captain. On free kicks. On corners. Gets goals here and there out of nowhere. I think he is a good transfer to bring in. Especially playing wild card. Could be a replacement for Richarlison if you're feeling like you want to go for it. Next up, we have Salah. Now, avoid him again. We've got news from Klopp that he's not going to be playing for this game week at all, not even in the squad. Hopefully available next week, he said. But closer to time, we're going to talk about that next week. But for now, definitely avoid to bring in this game week. Next up, we have Son. Now, I think Son is a gamble, really. It's a big gamble. So I'm going to put him at the bottom. Reason being 9.6 million. Yes, Spurs, when he was playing hot on form before the Asia Cup, he was doing it main. Now the Richarlison's out, not playing ST. He might play ST, you know. Do you think they'll play him ST instead of Warner? Son.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they didn't. Because when he came back from Asia Cup, he was playing on the left.
He's going up there.
He's going up there. If he's going to go up there, then So this gamble comes down
Son,
to
yeah.
basically, yeah. So Son is still a gamble because we don't
He's
exactly know
he's
where he's
expensive,
going to
isn't he?
play. 9.6, yeah. So yeah, that's why it's a gamble because we're guessing because Richarlison's out that Son might play SC. We know he's on penalties. That's one good thing, but Tottenham don't get many penalties in the first place. I think it's a gamble because we just don't know if he's going to be playing ST because they do have Werner, and if Werner's playing up front and Son creates chances for him, we know exactly what Werner's going to do. He's going to miss him. That's what he does. For that reason, I think he's a gamble. Same as the next man, the final man, the most transferred player, and we got news that he might not be fit, available for this game against Burnley. Another gamble, really. I'm going to put him just above Trippier and Solanke there. Sunday, sorry. I think Solanke is a gamble because of fitness issues. Most transferred in player. The curse strikes again. That curse has been hitting this season so many times. It is unbelievable. In like either injuries or just straight out getting no points in the game week that people bring him in. Like this season, this game week so far, need 350,000 people have brought him in, and he might not even be playing. So yeah, I just think that is a gamble as well because of fitness issues. I know you need him for next game week against the double game weeks that they have. But my thing with him is because they're playing Sheffield United at home and they're playing Luton at home, 2 big games. But from what I heard from the manager, he might have managing an issue with his some pain that he's experiencing. So he might not even play both that game week. And my initial plan was to bring in Solanke and to make him captain for next game week. This game week, I was hating myself for not bringing him in when he was cheaper. I was like, why I should have done it through the game we started, but then I was like happy because I didn't bring him in because he might be injured. So just another reason why it shows you never to do early transfers, wait till the very end. Even though there sometimes might be price changes, you have to take the risk sometimes. So that is it for my 30 most transferred players for this game, Game 27. And must buy Saka and Haaland, I think, need to be in nearly everyone's team because right now, personally, I think they're the only 2 captain options available to you. If you look at the great transfer in Watkins, yes, you can gamble with Watkins, but I just don't think. I know, okay, Haaland scored 5 goals against what do you call it? Luton. Can Villa do the exact same thing? They could, if Tim Krul's in goal again, like he was for the Man City game. I don't know why Tim Krul was playing. I saw the highlights earlier today. I didn't realize Tim Krul was a goal for Luton because he was absolutely atrocious in that game. Like Haaland should not have got a hat trick. Like he was very, very lucky to get a hat trick in that game.
Or 4.
He got 5.
5, yeah, we have 5 fucking.
Yeah. So, he was and I'm saying that's lucky. I mean, he got that. Like he was lucky even to get 3. Because like some of the goalkeeping was absolutely atrocious. Yes, I know he got the shots on target, and that's what matters. It's up to the keeper to do his business, but that was some atrocious keeping, really, really bad keeping. So, yeah, if he's playing again, then Watkins has a great chance to get you a hat trick. So that could be a gambling option in captain options, but still a very good transfer to bring in. Then we have from the good transfers, I'll probably go because I have to bring in midfielder for Richarlison. So my options probably are Diaz, tripling up with Man City players, but I already have 3 Man City players, so I can't get Foden. I could go for a cheap option with Douglas Luiz, who people are bringing him in, or Leon Bailey. Not totally sold on them because I just don't think they'll can give me attacking returns every game week. Definitely good optionals. Not really have any midfielders in there. I have Odegaard, bringing another Arsenal defender in, and he cost a lot more. That will eat into my funds for my future funds when I want to bring Salah in. So I do have to take that into account. I can't use all my bank. I have 3.3 million in the bank, so like I do have some wiggle room, but not enough. And I was not happy about De Bruyne's price dropping the other day. That was just stupid. Like, need that to go back up, really. Wanted to go up, not down. De Bruyne.
Yeah.
And then I could go for the gambling option in Son, but that cost a lot of money. And then somehow, like, we're doing multiple transfers, get Salah in and De Bruyne out, or get Son out and get Salah in, but that will require more surgery because I will need more money from somewhere, and it could be Trippier. Maybe I take Trippier out, save a couple of million there, that'll fund it. I don't think I have Trippier anymore. Check. Yeah, I do still have Trippier. What about? Yeah. So that is it. So let's just go on to the normal view. So far my team is this that I've picked, that I've set so far, with Ake, Reguilon and Trippier in defence, with Dubravka in goal. Dubravka's back from his illness. Could be helpful for me. I need him back because he didn't play last game, which was another annoyance. Because my backup keeper didn't play at all. Kibski because he was blanking. Then we got De Bruyne, keeping him. Saka keeping him. Garnacho is a player I would like to change, but other problems have arisen in Richarlison, who is now out for 2 to 3 game weeks. So we have to work on him. And Darwin, I think, potentially could be playing against Forest or play subs or part in that game. So I am not in a hurry to take Darwin Núñez out. He was in training yesterday, which is a good sign. It's like that's a day before, 2 days before the game that he was in training, which is a very good sign for me personally. And if you had watched the Carabao Cup final and you see him jumping down from the stands, he don't look injured to me. So yeah, he is a conundrum for most people, but on his day, he can be absolutely a menace and a chaos. He is chaos, that's him. Chaos Núñez. And so I have Barkley in my team. Gonna keep Barkley until the double game week, really. Hopefully he gets some sort of return, because Barkley is probably Luton's best player right now. Even though they're suffering injuries, he can pull maybe something out of the bag, probably be taking penalties for them, takes most corners and free kicks. Not corners, but free kicks. So it could be a good to keep. So I'll still have to work with Richarlison, and I need to find out who I'm going to replace Richarlison with. I'm not doing a deadline stream tomorrow because I'm going to the match for the Brentford game against Chelsea. So that's at 3 o'clock kickoff. So I won't be leaving my house at 1 o'clock, getting there early, So I won't be able to do my deadline stream tomorrow. So really, truthfully, I need to do my team tonight or tomorrow morning, but know what I'm doing, depending, I probably could do my transfer today. I'll hope to, depending on which player I'm looking to bring in. Because if it's a certain player, then just bring him in. But we have to look at the price change as well. We'll look at that in a minute. So let's quickly look at the price changes, really. Let's see what we're expecting today. Looking at a price rise for Son, because I think a lot of people are probably looking at Richarlison getting injured and are replacing him with Son. So a lot of people are taking the gambling route that I was saying earlier, that they'll take, hoping that Some will play ST, but it is a jump in like 2.5 million in like money you need. So if you're bringing in Son, forget about bringing Salah in, especially if you already got De Bruyne. Like, yeah, you're gonna have to break up your whole team unless you have a wild card, which you're gonna be using later on, maybe after Game Week 29 or before Game Week 29 to have a team before 29, or you have a team already for 29. You know, it's so hard to say. But he, like, Son won't help in Game Week 29. Like, he's blanking Game Week 29, I'm pretty sure. Yep. No, he's not. He's not blanking. So Son can help you Game Week 29. So that's why people are bringing him in heavy. Sensi, double game week. Can understand why people are bringing him in. Bowen, yes, the trend of whacking in a hat trick in less than 30 minutes. Well, less than 30 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, it was less than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Whacking in a hat trick less than 30 minutes against Brentford, who are not a team that just rolls over most days of the week, but they were poor that day. Before that, he had a scoring goal in like 9 games. So his point, like, if you see when I first bought him in January, I bought him in for 8.1. His price is 7.7 now, so his price has dropped. But people are going, sometimes the trend, you know, of scoring the highest points last game week. People, just, the regular players who don't really look at stuff in more detail are making these transfers, as you can see. I can see why people are bringing in Kelleher, because cheap, 3.7 million, playing your wild card, a great backup keeper to have in your team, really. Yeah, it's just a win-win, but you lose a Lupa spot. But with the amount of injuries Lupa picking up, and rotation, you just don't know which player will be playing. There's only a certain amount of people that will be guaranteed playing in that Lupa team at the moment. So, yeah. Gross, like someone who I've doubted regularly before, who's been performing well, and probably playing more attacking football as they are picking up more attacking injuries. So, more likely to get returns. And I think he's on penalties as well, isn't he, Gross?
Is he?
Yeah, I think because Matoma gone. There's no one there.
Was Matoma taking the penalty before?
No, Matoma March.
March.
Ferguson. But Darwin looking like his price is going down this game week. I have him already. I'm not really concerned because I'm not losing a profit. I bought for 7.5, so it doesn't really make a difference to me. So I'm not taking him out this game week. I'm going to gamble on that. So Shevchenko, yeah, I can understand injury. He's been out. Gomez, minute factors. I can understand why people are changing him. Easy change for Bradley, really, if you want to do it. 4.1 million. Bradley is more likely to start, but I can see Klopp rotating just because can't just throw the kid into a deep end and play him much game in, game out. You need to like ease him into these games, and he plays at high intensity. Like one thing that I noticed when watching the FA Cup game, when he was playing, because there were more kids playing in that game, the pace of Conor Bradley compared to the other kids is much different. He has crazy pace, and that's probably one of the reasons why he made the Liverpool team compared to the other players quicker, because of his pace. And he doesn't look it, but he is very, very quick, Bradley, and got a bright future ahead of him. Then we have Pinnock, who is still injured for Brentford. A big injury, really, one of the main defenders that they have. People are taking him out. I can understand that. Now, a lot of people are taking out De Bruyne, maybe to accommodate Son, who they're bringing in, because the minute factor for De Bruyne sometimes, but Pep is just being Pep. If you've got no other fires to take out and you're just looking to change it up your midfield, De Bruyne to Son is a good transfer if you like lose it, but I personally wouldn't. I'll leave it as De Bruyne, unless you're not playing a free hit in Game Week 29 and you need some players. Having a Tottenham player will help you in Game Week 29. But yeah, when there's some players on the cuff, not really to be worried about. So yeah, I need to bring in a midfielder in. So let's figure out which midfielder we're going to be looking to bring in this game week. So yeah, the FPL is predicting the hub Bowen, as I hadn't even looked. He's one of my options to bring in. It is a gambling option, like I said in my transfer watch list. But because he hasn't returned 9 previous game weeks before that. So yeah, it is a gamble personally, but I'm at that stage where I do think I need to gamble, because if the gamble don't work out, I will drop below 1 million rank, and that will be a disaster. Madison, I just don't have faith in him just at the moment. He hasn't returned back in any form since his injury, really. I know they didn't play last game week, so they have a 2-week break, so they have rested up well, but sometimes that can work the other way when they're not fully sharp. Sometimes you need to be playing game in, game out every week. Then you got Langa at 5.1. I didn't expect him to be in the highest prediction point for midfielders with all the players that are available. That's a bit of a weird one, but FPL thinks he will get points, like 4 twice points. That's mad.
Well, this game week.
Not this game week, like
next week.
next 4.
For the next 4, yeah.
27, 28, 29, 30.
Crazy.
They do have good games besides the Liverpool game, but he always performs even in games that they lose. Then you got Barkley. I can stand Barkley because he's got a double game week. Then because it's blank game weeks. Yes. Now I understand. Because a blank game week 29. Because so many teams are not playing in 29, and he is, so he becomes one of the good transfers in. But I'm looking to free hitting game week 29, so that doesn't really concern me. So should I? Douglas Luiz, should I put faith back in Douglas Luiz? It would have been a great transfer for me for Garnacho, really. But a downgrade from Richarlison to Douglas Luiz will give me extra money to spend other places, but I don't need the money. I need the points. And I think Douglas Luiz is too much of a gamble to bring in. Same as James Ward-Prowse, set piece merchant. Willian hasn't been performing lately. Did played in the FA Cup as well.
I thought they were just new.
Fulham played the FA Cup, didn't they?
They're not hamster.
Was it?
No, we don't wear them in this one.
Kudos could be an option for West Ham, 6.8 million, quite cheap. Hasn't performed. I don't think he got an assist or goal in the last game. So let's look at midfielders. Transfer game. So no one's bringing in Kudos. His ownership is only 3.1%. He did get an assist in the last game. Got 5 points. He didn't miss much of from Africa Nations. Only missed 2 games really. Hasn't performed as well, but that's West Ham in general haven't performed. They've lost 3-0, 6-0, 2-0. They got a good win against Brentford, but the loss to Forest away must have hurt a lot more. But yeah, let's look at other transfers that I could potentially bring in. De Bruyne I already have. Tavernier I was thinking about, but with Solanke being maybe out, just not looking great to bring him in, because he'll be setting up Solanke, That's the only reason. It's 5.4 million, very cheap, double game week. Because remember, if we're attacking this month, we will be playing off free hit guarantee 29. Was hoping to play my triple captain in game week 28 with Solanke. Yeah, not having Solanke has messed, his injury has put up spanner in the works. Richarlison picking up an injury has put up spanner in the works, because besides a blank game week, he has Burnley away, Luton at home, Sheffield United at home, and Everton at home in a single game. He is looking like a player that I need to be having in my team with a serious differential of just 0.5 ownership. But with Solanke being out and them saying they're managing his pain, they don't even know if he's going to start this game week, and even game week 28, is he going to play both the games if they're managing him? So we have to look at that very closely. But yeah, he is one of the options besides Bowen currently. Kulusevski, I think he's not consistent enough to be bringing it in. I could bring back Palmer this game week in with Brentford's defense not doing as great. We pick up injuries with Pinnock and Ben Mee both out now. He could pick up some points against Brentford if it goes to like the way I don't want it to go. And then Newcastle at home could get some points there, but they're blanking game week 29. So if you're not playing your free hit game week 29, it's not good to have him. But then Burnley at home to game week 30, which is a good game to have for him personally. I think they'll wipe the floor with Burnley. The United at home, don't know how United will be then. Sheffield away, Everton at home, Burnley and Brighton away. So maybe it's time for me to bring back Palmer into my team. The only thing that's stopping me from doing it because I don't want him to do anything against Brentford. Okay. But if I'm playing my free hit, because remember about like Gordon, Wolves at home, Chelsea away, blank, then Wolves at home, Everton at home, Fulham away, Tottenham at home, Man United away. I just think with Newcastle being so inconsistent and Barnes being back makes his minutes a bit less, especially if Isak come back from injury. Like him and Barnes will be rotating. It won't be the best of players to have in your team. Hassan-Odoi, not really a fan to bring in. Don't think his minutes are guaranteed. Lucas Paqueta, yes, he is the man that makes West Ham tick, but he just doesn't get you points. Like he does the donkey work, like Hendo used to do. So
Big time donkey.
he does. Every team needs one.
So
You don't win nothing.
Hendo was the donkey.
Yeah. You know.
The donkey does good work.
Good work, bro. They put the work in, bro.
They do.
Then you got Iwobi. Very, very big differential. Now, Eze would be a great. Now, Luton away, when Tottenham away, Luton at home. Maybe he might play the Luton home game, but the Tottenham away game, just come back from injury, do they want to risk it? I don't think they would want to. So, nah. Gibbs White, who does perform against big teams because he wants to showcase his skills to the world. I just can't do it because I can't have him getting points against Liverpool. I can't be manifesting that. Again, Luis Diaz could be an option. Now, you know what? I need to do my team just by 2 game weeks because I think I'm not getting. Because if I'm doing a free hit game week 29, I don't need to know the prediction point for game week 29. I need to know the prediction points for these 2 game weeks. And Tavernier is one, but I just don't think if Solanke was there, man, I'll probably be doing a -4 this game week now if Solanke was there because I'll be taking out Darwin Núñez and bringing in Solanke, taking out Richarlison and bringing Tavernier because I do rate Tavernier. He does take their free kicks. They have had a win in a while now. They are looking for a win. They need a win. I think their football they played deserves a win. They were unlucky against Newcastle, 90th minute goal. Could be an option. Barkley, I already have him. Bowen, Everton at home and Everton away. And Burnley at home. Burnley at home, I think they'll smash them. Smash them hard. Everton away, I just don't see it being that easy of a game. I just don't see it. Do you think this will be an easy game for them?
For
West Ham?
No, I wouldn't be surprised if that's a 0-0 or a 1-0 or something. Thing is, you always say this before a lot of games. They look like on paper. You say it's gonna be like that. Watch how it's like 2-0 to a team within 15 minutes. Imagine Bowen does it again. 12 minutes in, the 2-0 up. Bowen.
But do you think Everton might got a boost because of the news that they got 4 points back? Like they got a bit of a like.
All right, but then again, how does that work? It's a boost. It's like, okay, we can take our foot off a little bit, you know.
But they're gonna get. I mean, they know they're gonna get more deductions. So it's like a boost. We just got 4 points
Do the
back.
players really know? Is it guaranteed?
Yeah, yes, more or less. They've been charged.
What's the point of giving the 4 back? Only to take number 6. It's like me mugging you for £100, giving you £50 back, coming back later, getting 250 off you again. What's the point? What's the point? Isn't it?
I don't know, but
Just say, boss. At the end of the season, tell me how many you want to take. That's it, isn't it? This is too much. It just
right. They'll be charged fully before the end of the season, but then they can appeal it, and that appeal won't happen till 3 weeks and like 2 weeks after the season finishes.
at least it's 2 weeks, and not like it can't be 2 months. You know?
Now, De Bruyne I already have. Kirsty. No, I
Kirsty.
wouldn't bring in Kirsty, man.
Christie's bad.
Kirsty.
Because yeah, I don't want to. You know what's going on.
Madison. Nah. Palmer.
I was considering taking Palmer.
Oh,
Yeah,
you already had Palmer though.
Yeah.
Why would you take him out?
I just wasn't feeling it. But
But you knew he's going to score points for all 2 games. You kept him because you just want to bench him anyway.
no, just coming up. I just feel like you know. But then, like you said, Brentford. They
So,
got
if you knew he's not going to do nothing now, then why did you keep him from before?
Actually, I guess Newcastle will do something as well. But then there's a blank there. But no, he's good.
You're free hitting him.
I'm keeping him. I just want to tinker with it a little bit. I want Eze. I'm going to bring in Eze.
Not this game, you can't. I don't think he'll be
Who are
fully
they
fit.
playing?
Tottenham. Oh,
Well,
wait.
he's not starting, though.
I don't think he'll be starting. He's in the squad. He's not going to be starting, I think. They can't afford him to get injured again
That's true.
because they need the points. Not having Bruno. Did you see what Fulham did
What did they do?
on TikTok?
Oh, yeah.
They posted
Oh, yeah. You're good, you're okay. Yeah.
then Bruno again like acting like he got fouled.
Yeah, then they said, glad you're okay or something.
I don't know if this play some music behind it, some funny music. That's it. Man, so transfers is a hard thing to do, man. Hard thing to do. I've gone at you already. I think probably one of my worst transfers. Another one didn't work out. Or should have gone for Douglas Luiz. He made bare points. Yeah.
Rule of thumb, right now and generally probably for the season, don't put any United players except for maybe Hoyland.
No, but Hoyland's thinking, but Hoyland was in there, and then he got injured.
No other United players throughout the season should even be on your list for in your team.
I think it might have to be Luis Diaz for me to bring in this game week. I think I'm going to use my Liverpool bias. To bring in Luis Diaz.
And you've already got Nunes, yeah?
Yeah.
You'll start Nunes as well, yeah? You got Trent, not Trent, who have you got? No.
I only have one Liverpool player.
Who's that?
Nunes.
I don't think I have any Liverpool players.
You don't? You do actually. Yeah.
Who?
You had John, no? You took him out. And then who else did you have?
That was the last player.
Bradley?
I wanted to. I still might.
But you need to start your midfield.
No, I didn't make any changes.
You alright, bro, man? How's your game week? Oh, yeah, you did okay. Yeah, I saw, man. You went down to 5-8 something.
Who's that?
That's the top guy.
Oh, yeah. You're still doing so. What's your name?
5-4-3, yeah. Still good, man. Like, you know. But, like, we had players missing. There's injuries. Captain didn't work out as well. It happens sometimes, you know. But, like, I'm nearly down to below 1 million. Now I need to go up. I need to take out Richarlison from my team. Because Richarlison is... Let me pick my team. Pick team. There you go. Yeah. Need to take out Richarlison out of my team. Cook of Martinelli. Gordon, Palmer. I actually have more options than I actually thought. I do have quite a few options to bring in. I have Tavernier, if I want to go gamble with a double game week. I have Bowen, who is more of a, if like he didn't score a hat trick last game week, I wouldn't even be thinking about him this game week, and that is the truth. So take that into account. Last game week, we wouldn't even thought about bringing him in this game week. Yeah. Palmer, we knew he's not going to score points in the last few game weeks because of the teams that you're playing against. But now he's got a few more better games coming up, but a blank game week, so he could be a player to bring back into our teams. He didn't play the full 90 minutes against who they playing again? When the FA Cup was?
Who's that?
Chelsea. When they won. Was that
Blackburn?
Leeds.
Yeah.
Leeds. So yeah, he only played 30 minutes for that. So he should be fit enough for that. Gordon could be an option, but it could be a rotation risk as well. Harvey Barnes is back, and like the thing with him is like him and Barnes play on the left. But if Isak and Wilson are both out, then Gordon has to play up front. So he does have another route to be playing onto the pitch as well, you know. And with Isak, he's always been picking up injuries, so Gordon can always have minutes. And Wilson ain't gonna be back for a long while, so he is another good transfer to have in your team. Gross, yeah, but I'm thinking, my man, Luis Diaz, Lucho. I'm gonna do my Lupa bias. Yeah, hopefully there's some leaks, but I won't be doing a transfer deadline this week because I'm going to the match, Brentford versus Chelsea. So I won't be doing my deadline stream this week. Sorry about that. That's why I'm doing, prefer doing the stream today and just doing a longer stream as possible. I think we've done pretty long so far. Nearly an hour. Still gonna go for a bit longer as long as people are still on. But yeah, I'm leaning towards Luis Diaz. And I don't think Luis Diaz's price is going to be going up. So I can't wait till tomorrow. But I don't see, maybe if Richardson's price is just going to be madly dropping, people take him out like crazy. Maybe I do it tonight then. You know, if I decide on Diaz, it has to be done tonight. Because you never know Richardson price. Because I have been fooled before. Especially when remember when Haaland's price went up the other few game weeks ago. When the first time went up, I did not expect it and I was switching. A second. Not really. The only reason to sell Diaz would be if we have a replacement. We are not getting Mbappe, so there is no reason to sell Luis Diaz. It's just not going to happen, personally, because we have no one that we think we even want for on the left-hand side, really. Yeah, I just don't see us to look to sell Luis Diaz to bring in another left winger. Nah, I just don't see it happening. Yeah, people might want him, but if they do want him, then they will have to pay top dollar. He will be minimum 80 million, because the only any club that will be really looking to buy him will be Barcelona. He's not going to no Premier League team. He's not going to Real Madrid. Could be going PSG. He's going to opinions on where he's going to go. It's not really that. He's going to go Madrid. He signed for Madrid, signed his contract. More or less done. He's Madrid. It's always going to be Madrid. They're the only team that can afford him. His wages, even right now, if you look at the wage that he's being promised on the contract, is that he's going to get 300k a week, but then he gets their image rights and percentages, which where Madrid make most like their money from, is how he's going to get paid. That's the loophole around the wage structure that La Liga have, because there's a wage cap in La Liga. They can't just pay everyone what they want now. So that was another reason why, like, no one can afford him. Liverpool can't afford him. It's just one of those things. It's not feasible. Only Madrid and PSG were the only clubs that could afford Mbappe. Yeah. So let's just go back to the most transferred players and just look at midfielders for now. I can see why people are going for Son. They've got the extra money on in the team. They don't have to bring Salah in. He could be playing ST. I can see the lure behind it. Douglas Luiz, yes, people always jump on the bandwagon of when players scored points previously, 15 points. Like, yes, like, you know, people will jump on the bandwagon. That just happens with that thingy. But luring away, if you're not playing a wild card, could be a good transfer to bring in, really. Not with wild card, you're free hit in Game Week 29. Right, because he plays in Game Week 29 as well. Bowen, I think Bowen plays Game Week 29 as well. But I'm free hitting, so I don't have to really think about that. For me, it doesn't come into my thing. Foden, I can't bring in. Like, logically, there's only two players that I should be looking to bring in. Is Luis Diaz and Cole Palmer. The only reason I'm stopping myself from Cole Palmer is because they're playing Brentford this weekend, and I don't want Chelsea to win. I want Brentford to win, because Brentford all the way, man. Like, so it's a game where it's like my heart and my brain are in conflict. Right? If I was just doing as FPL manager, Palmer would be a great replacement. But I'm not just that. So for me at the moment, I'm thinking, like, most likely with Luis Diaz. Another option could be Bailey. But in the long run, do I want Bailey in my team? Is a question. I just, like, Spurs at home next game. Yes, it'll be a very crazy game, personally. Both play high lines, attacking football. It's going to be crazy. West Ham away is not going to be easy. Wolves at home, it's not the best or easiest games. City away, it's not a transfer that I want to be doing, bringing in. Yeah, for me, I think it is. Could go for Neto. No one's looking at Neto, but Newcastle away is not going to be easy. And with Chan out, his partner in crime as well, doesn't help. They do have a blank Game Week 29 as well, but it doesn't matter for me. Villa away Game Week 30. No. Yeah, I'm more looking like I'm going towards thingy. Oh, I am not confident at all. I'm doing game by game. First, we get past Forest, depending on what team he plays. And then when we go up against City, it's all about who is available. We need Endo back for that game. So that is one of them. Endo and McAllister hopefully should be playing that. Hopefully, like, Endo back, McAllister will be playing, and Szoboszlai fully fit. That'll be the midfield. If that's the midfield, then I'm happy with that. And then up front, hopefully Nunez plays this game week, and then he's fully fit for the Man City game. Luis Diaz fully fit already on the left, and hopefully Salah could come back, buy that game, play on the right wing, then Connor in the back with Konate, Van Dijk, and Robertson. Keller, I don't know if Alisson will be back for that game either. Yet we don't have no news on that. Right now we still have Keller, and that is probably a weak link as well. But he has performed amazingly in the games that he has been put in the last few months. Like he has stepped up, made some world-class saves in the cup final and the FA Cup and the Luton game before that. So yeah, it's not going to be an easy game. I'm not really confident. It is probably the biggest game of the season so far. If Liverpool win this game week, and even Man City win or lose or draw, whatever they do, it doesn't matter. Arsenal will win this game week against Sheffield United, and then we go next game week. And that game week, if like Liverpool lose, Arsenal could go top, and United, Man City could go top. If it's a draw, Arsenal could go top of the league that game week. It is such a big game week, man. Rashford, you don't have Rashford in your team. Did you have Rashford in your team? Did you bring in Rashford last week?
Oh my god.
Why did you bring in Rashford?
Who were they playing?
Fulham.
It doesn't. That's insane, man.
My friend. When did you do this?
The only United player you should consider is Højlund. That's it. Never anyone else.
Bro, I didn't even notice you had Rashford in your team. Like, I know you brought in Chan, but you didn't tell me about Rashford, bro. Spanian, I just think I don't know what's going on with him. Like, I think Lamptey's ahead of him personally. Yeah. Walker, I think he'll probably start this game week because I think it's just rotation for Pep, give him some rest time. United is a big game. He'll play Walker, so you're not stuck with Walker really. What's the other one? Konate. He's not the worst. Like, he blanked last game week, yes, because he wasn't playing.
You got him on the bench.
Yeah, but yeah, before he said for next game. At least Emerson killed it for you. Like, and my tip to my brother out Norway, he killed it. 12 points. You brought him in. Emerson got 12 points, man. That's mad. 4.4 million. That was a good transfer. Did you bring him last week? Or did you already have him? You already have it on the bench, okay. But you got to take out China at the moment, because you got unknown return date, man. We don't know what his injury was. But it all depends on what you're doing on Gameweek 29. If you're free hitting, then you can bring in anyone who you want, really. But if you're not free hitting, then you got to be careful who you bring in.
Should bring in Garnacho with him as well.
Okay, we were laughing at him already. Don't need to troll him anymore, okay?
Just don't understand, but.
But no. So you bought in Rashford because Højlund got injured. My friend, soon as Højlund got injured, I knew United would lose. Like, that is the thing. Rashford plays shit when he plays ST. He can't play ST. You could put him up ST, but he won't do nothing. If you with your logic, you knew that he's playing ST, and you brought him in. No, he's not. He's gonna play shit. He only plays good when he's on the left and when he's got a workhorse of a striker who's gonna help him, and that was Højlund. And the minute Højlund got injured, that was announced, I knew United are not gonna win. Like, I was not surprised with the result of them losing 2-1. Like, no one was, because Højlund, like, every pundit, every single person, the minute Højlund got injured, was like, United not gonna win. They're not gonna do it. Like, he is their shining light. He puts in the work rate, everything, you know. Yeah, bro, you should have, like, I'm pretty sure I did do a deadline stream last week, bro. You should have asked me, man. I would have told you not to do that, like, guaranteed, and I would have been like, you could have brought in so many other people, man. Like, stop with, like, I don't understand that, bro. It's not even like they've got great fixtures up, man. Like, I made the mistake with Garnacho and shit. Like, I'm just as much of an idiot as you. Like, fuck, like, I done it before that, though.
This is a while ago.
Yeah, I bought him in this game week. When I bought him in, after game week 24. You know? Wait. Pick 10 points. Yes, I bought him in game week 24. He made 2 points there for me. Yeah, game week 24 when I bought him in for fucking Elliot. Fucking bullshit. Fucking.
Is that when Eddie made 15, yeah?
10 and 10.
Oh, God.
Look. 24, 10, 25, 11. Because 1 and 10. And 26 blank. That was one of my worst transfers, bringing in Garnacho. Like, thing is, he should have scored a goal in that game as well before. Then he got an assist in that game week. He gave me 25. Gave me 26. He did fuck all. Fucking lost. But yeah. He could score against City. The reason being is because he done that interview where he like, don't question my commitment to this club. And normally when he has these interviews and these outbursts, he comes out strong. He puts in a performance once in a while. So yes, he can put and against Man City, because it's a derby, he could show up and put performance in and get a goal. Not doubting that at all, because Man City, United do have a good record at the Etihad Stadium. Like, not doubting that at all. Let's have a quick look at the head-to-head, because I'm pretty sure they do have a good record. So yeah, if we look at it, last year, that was at Old Trafford, they lost 3-0. At the Etihad 2-1. At Old Trafford 2-1. That was the FA Cup. They lost 2-1. Sorry, that was the final. 2-1 at the Manchester 1-2-1. They lost 3-2 in the 3-6-3 in the Premier League. Lost 4-1 in the Premier League. Lost 2-0 in the Premier League. Lost 2-0 in the 1-2-0. They won 2-0. That was 2 years ago. So they can pull out a result in a derby.
You can go back further as well and see.
No, there's no button there.
There is, right there. Above.
It's previous.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a League Cup. Man City wins. Home 0-0. Prem win 2-0. So they got 4 points off them that season. That's the season we won the league. And then Man City, they beat them in the League Cup 1-0. Is that 2 legs?
Yeah.
No, it can't be 2 legs, because it must be 2 legs. So they, in the end, they won 3-1 anyway.
That was COVID.
3-2.
Remember, it stopped for COVID.
No,
That's why there's a gap.
No, it can't be 2 weeks. COVID was after February. Lockdown was in March. So yeah, he could put in performance. You keep him from this game just because it's a derby, and he needs to really put in performance this game. Basically, really has to. Like for that reason, yeah, you're lucky you already have him because you like he could be a big differential and like come out with a bang. I'll be happy with that. Really, I'll be rooting for that because I want Liverpool league. I want Man City to drop points, but I'm not banking on it. Basically, I'm not like putting like hopefully if Rashford does good, for Rashford to do good, Garnacho has to do good as well. So he might get an assist or goal as well. So I'm hoping, same as you and me, hoping. But yeah. Oh, should I start Walker and Rashford? Rashford, because Man City won't keep a clean sheet. They haven't kept many clean sheets this whole season. Like they kept a clean sheet against Bournemouth and Brentford, but before that, Everton conceded against Chelsea, kept a clean sheet against Everton, not conceded against Brentford, conceded against Burnley, conceded against Newcastle, keep a clean sheet against Sheffield, conceded against Everton, conceded against Crystal Palace, conceded against Luton, lose against Villa, conceded 3 against thingies. So they haven't been keeping clean sheets, So, Ake's kept 2 clean sheets this whole season. The 2, one there and one there. He hasn't played in any other game that where he's kept a clean sheet. And I've got him in my team. Absolute stupid moves, isn't it? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'll play Rashford instead. If that was your thing.
Well, now you got him in, you got to keep him.
Oh, me, yeah, I've got to keep him in. After Liverpool.
Not him for Rashford.
Oh, yeah. No, but he wants bench or start in it because he's got flag. Players on the bench as well. Same with me, am I playing Barkley or,
Yeah.
But I want to bring in Diaz. I think Diaz is the man to bring in for me. Or Palmer. But I'd rather Palmer instead of Garnacho.
I think you should do Palmer. We've already got Nunes as a Liverpool player.
Not playing. Not guaranteed playing. If Nunes don't play, Barkley will come on. That's why I have Nunes. He's not a guaranteed player. Alright, man. What time is it? It's 8:13. I need to eat and have a smoke, so I'm gonna call it a day. Is there anything you want to ask me to ask you before I go? Because don't look like anyone else coming on today for any help. Probably other people doing some live streams as well. Won't be surprised. Let's see. You're making a biff.
Yeah, little Rooney.
What's fucking wrong with you? That's Bandit. Raptors doing a stream. Let's Talk FPL doing a stream. So there's quite a lot of streams going on right now. Yeah, I say you keep Rashford. Take out Chan. Not Odegaard. Maybe Son. I say you look at me because you got quite a lot of money in your bank as well, and you don't have the point as well. So I think for you, It's pretty simple, man. Take out Chan and bring in De Bruyne. Not De Bruyne, Son. Or you could bring in De Bruyne. One, I don't know. Like De Bruyne's minutes are not guaranteed, but Son's minutes are guaranteed, and he could be playing ST. And if you're looking to bring in Son, I think you should do it today, before the deadline, before tomorrow, because right now he is highly anticipated to go up in price today. So, yeah, I would be looking to get in Son. If you're looking to get in Son, do it today. Even if you're looking to get Bowen in, do it. Like, yeah, those two players. Son guaranteed his price will go up today. Personally, it's at 107, going at 4.2%, and we're at 8 o'clock.
He's Bowen midfielder, yeah?
Yeah, Bowen midfielder.
I might bring him.
Gambling, yeah. So yeah, if you're bringing a Son, I'll say you do it today, just to save that 0.1 million, because I think with him, if you're thinking about him, there's no point waiting for tomorrow. He won't get injured in a day's space time. That'd be really unlucky if that happens. But yeah, I think you should bring in Son. But that's it, bro. I hope this stream helped you. Because I want you to go on and win this fucking FPL, bro. You know?
Or at least get a prize, isn't it?
Yeah, you win it, bro, man. Like, go to number 1, take it down, you know. Then tell people about me. You know, it'll be helpful. But yeah, thank you again for coming to watch me, man, Sanj. I'll see you next time. See you, rest of you who join me or watch this video on a later date, maybe tonight or tomorrow morning. See you next time. See ya.